what people think.
My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I.
Hey, what's up, Favorite Army? Aviator John here today with the second episode of the FSX video from KPDX to KPHX. So yes, we are in the air, and yeah, I forgot to do this on the ground, so I'm sorry. But yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started, and we'll see you guys on the ground in like 2 seconds. So yeah, see you guys on the ground. American 1494, cleared for takeoff, runway 10 left. Alright, we could go ahead and arm our auto throttle for takeoff, so then once we get to about 1,000 or about to 1,500 feet, it will automatically do the throttle and we won't have to control that anymore. Once we line up on the runway, I will be clicking this button down here on the bottom left. It says ET, and that basically is elapsed time. That will just set that for us. Alright, go ahead and turn that on now. Get those zeros and 40% in one. Full throttle, or takeoff thrust. $80 knots. Rotate. V2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Thank you.
Alright, go ahead and switch our route. Go to legs. Put LKV to the top. Click execute. Alright, you're climbing too fast. Alright, go ahead and turn. And we're about to stall. That's great. Okay. Go ahead and lock the landing gear to put it to off. You can go ahead and turn off the runway turn-offs. And everything else is good. Alright. We will run the after takeoff checklist once we put our flaps up. Alright, go ahead and turn the heading to 1. Alright, we could go ahead and put our flaps up now. After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds on, packs auto, landing gear up and off, flaps up, and waiting for that light to go off. Flaps up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. American 1494. Never mind, disregard. I feel like someone's talking in the background. So yeah, someone's talking in the game. No clue what they're saying. It's quiet as hell. Alright, turn this down to 136. Alright, we're climbing over 6,000 feet. Oh, yeah, no. Shit. Yeah, that was not a good idea. I was too busy trying to fix this camera. Alright, we could go ahead and turn off RTO. Alright. I'm basically going to switch it over to Copilot as we're crossing 9,000 feet. There we go. Autopilot has taken over. And we are good. I am not controlling the cockpit anymore. And I put my joystick up. Alright, basically, once we get to, we should be at LKV by 33 minutes. So by 33 minutes, if we are at LKV, that is good to do. That means we are on time. We are probably going to be ahead of schedule, but you know, whatever. We are past 10,000 feet, so we could go ahead and come up here, turn our landing lights off, turn this to continuous, and that's good. We could click attend for flight crews to be able to go ahead and walk around. I'm not sure if in real life if they turn off the fasten seatbelt sign at 10,000 feet or if they turn it off once they get to cruising altitude, but I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off at cruising. Beautiful. Alright, switch the heading. Cruising over 18,000, so we could switch that over to standard 299.2. And we can go ahead and just double check everything else. We just crossed over 36,000 for flight level 360, and we are going to be at our top of climb any minute now. It's been about 25 minutes, so let's see if we're anywhere close to LKV. Yes, we are 40 nautical miles. I think we'll make it there.
Hola, John. I'm just editing out a video from yesterday.
I don't know. This speed is kind of, or this altitude is kind of making me nervous. Sorry guys, I just got a snack. I don't know if you can hear me chewing. Dang, it got really cloudy. Kind of. Alright, we have reached our cruising altitude. What we're going to do is now, we're going to turn the seatbelt signs to auto, and yeah. Alright, let's make the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I would just like to ensure you that we have reached our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet. We will be flying at this, and in any second now, your seatbelt sign will be turned off. Thank you, and please enjoy the rest of your flight. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, we just passed LKV, Lima Kilo Vector, and we are at 30 minutes. So you're about 3 minutes ahead of schedule, 2 to 3 minutes ahead of schedule, so it should be, we should just keep getting a little bit ahead of schedule as we go on. Or not ahead of schedule, but back on time because we are 20 minutes behind schedule. So, our next waypoint that we have is ILC. And at ILC, it is going to be 1 hour and 19 minutes. So, no, sorry, BAM, B-A-M. That's going to be at 57 minutes, so in about 30 more minutes, we'll see if we are on schedule or ahead of schedule or whatever. So we could go ahead and move the 110. And we will be back when something happens, or I am to make an app, or I'm going to like change something or something. So we will be back.
Say all the time, oh maybe I saw my enemy. Well, took my phone. I let him have it more. I let him have it. Then when he goes, he just wants to go down. Spawned in for $90. So now I just got to
Alright, because it's starting to get night, we're gonna go ahead and turn on some lights. So turn that up.
It's not starting to get, well, yes it is. Yes.
Turn this up. And go ahead and turn this up. Well, we can turn this up as well. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, we are actually basically a minute behind schedule. I think we're supposed to be turning here by turning at band. We're supposed to be turning here at 57, so we're basically a minute behind schedule. That's okay, guys. Alright guys, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna come down here to the lower panel, and we are going to turn on the weather radar by turning that up, clicking these two buttons in the middle. Make sure those are down. And then we want to click WXR, and that's going to turn on the weather radar. This one to show you guys how to do that, just in case. Alright guys, I just realized that because we are in single player, what we could do is we could actually go on ATC. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go to Salt Lake Center. And we're going to go request IFR. They're telling us to descend to 250, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. .45. Alright guys, this is actually good because that gives us more room from overspeed and more room from stalling, so that gives us more room to actually go faster. Then we'll be able to go, I think, once we get down, we'll be able to go at 300, because I think this will just keep going up. So we should be able to go quite a bit faster, and we'll get there faster. So. Go ahead and change this to, actually we'll keep it there for now, and then once we get down. Alright, that light just went on. Now it basically tells us that we're above the, or that we're descending before the descent thing. So basically I just switched that over to that. Alright, we'll be at our top of descent in a little less than 320 nautical miles, so sorry if you guys can hear that in the background, but yeah. So we'll be there in about, let's see, on my flight plan when our top of descent is. Top of descent is approximately 1 hour and 43 minutes into the flight, but I'm gonna guess that we'll be there by 1 hour and 35-ish or something like that. Alright guys, we're just about 1,000 from the altitude, so in a minute here, once we get to the altitude, we might change the cost index or put the cost index farther up so we could go faster. Why are you having me descend this early? We're gonna request altitude increase by 6,000. Or we could go ahead and switch on, or switch off the fasten seatbelt sign, so we can walk around again. Alright guys, we are turning on ILC at 1 hour and 24 minutes. That actually puts us right about on track again. No, I'm sorry, we are still behind schedule. Alright, so we are 5 minutes behind schedule. That means we could come down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to init ref, and why is my sensitivity so high? Alright, we're going to go ahead and go, let's see, no, menu, FMC, we're going to go init ref, index, we're going to go pause, route, offset, never mind. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to do this thing. Index. Let's go perf. Alright, there's our cost index. We're gonna go cost index 40. Let's see what that puts us at. Actually, we're gonna try and go 50. That's really fast. Alright, that'll get us there a lot quicker. Actually. and this will just try and get us on time because we are actually 5 minutes behind schedule. So that should get us back on schedule. Alright guys, so let's just go ahead and check and see what time we should be at the next waypoint. Alright, so our next waypoint is actually the top of descent, and that is in 160 nautical miles. We're supposed to be there in 13 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna make it, guys, but we already know that we are a little bit behind schedule. It might put us back a little bit farther. Alright guys, we are back. We have about 80 nautical miles, something like that. A little bit under 80 nautical miles until we are at our descent. Basically what we are going to do is we are going to start our descent preparations. First, what we need to do. That's not us. Alright, first what we need to do is we need to come down to here. We need to go to init ref, and we need to look at the ILS 07 left and our cruise, or our course, sorry. I don't know why I said cruise. Alright, so our ILS for 07 left, our frequency is going to be 111.50. So we're going to go ahead and come down here. 111.5. Let's go ahead and switch that over on both of these, and you have to do it on both of them, otherwise it will not work. 111.5. Alright. And we can go ahead and set our course, which is 078. So go ahead and move this over to 078. Alright, good. Now I can go ahead and go up here and just check and make sure everything's still good. There's that weather radar coming to work. That's us. 124.85. American 1495.
124.85 for American 880. Los Angeles Center, American 880 with you. American 880, Los Angeles Center, roger.
Alright, now what we want to do is we want to come back down to our FMC. We want to go to... Oh, that's not us. We want to go until we go to the next page, and we want to see where it says this. Basically, 4,000 is where we need to be by here, but it's good to be at this number, so we need to be 100% at 4,000 by foul, but we're going to descend to 2,600. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our altitude to 2,600. And we're just going to descend straight to 2,600 feet. And once we cross over this T/D, which is top of descent, it's basically going to activate that, and it's basically just going to start descending us. And that is good. What else do we need to do? We could go, once we get to the top of descent, we will go through our descent checklist. And when we're crossing through 10,000 feet, we will put on the seatbelt signs. Alright, that is just southwest. Alright, that is just about all we need to do. Oh, I almost forgot one of the most important parts. Auto brakes. Our auto brake for the runway, I don't know how long the runway is. Let me look on my... That was my... I don't even know what that was. Okay. We are landing 07 left, and the runway is a good length. We have a pretty good length, 3,139 feet. That's a good length runway. That's actually longer than the runway we took off from. So that is... Oh, I just hit my mic. Alright, so that gives us good. So we can set our auto brake to 2, and that will do us good. Let's see, top of descent, almost. Go ahead and set it there. Move that over 1. And ATC should start having us descend once we get to the top of descent. If not, that's by the time where I start to not like listening to them and I just basically ignore them, because they tell me to expedite my turn and they basically just take me straight into the airport even though I need to like go in for a certain approach. That's not us. Alright, so basically everything else is good. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to switch these over. I don't know why I didn't switch them over to flight. They should be in flight. Once we get down to 10,000 feet, we're going to switch it over to continuous. Alright. Everything else looks good right now, guys. Our landing altitude, let me see if I can find it on these charts. Alright, it looks like it's honestly, I have no clue. I am just gonna set it to, there's a number right here and it says 1,000, so I believe that's the height. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this to 1,100. It says 1,135, so I'm just gonna put that there, and hopefully that's good, otherwise sucks. Alright, we're about 20 nautical miles from our top of descent. We'll start showing up on this waypoint. Once we get to the top of descent, that is going to be the end of this video, and then you will see me tomorrow in the next video. So let's wait until we get to the top of descent, and I'll show you that we start going down. We'll go through the descent checklist, and then after the descent checklist, then we'll go ahead and end the video there.
American 880, contact Albuquerque Center on 128.45.
128.45, American 1494.
128.45 for American 880. Albuquerque Center, American 880 with you. American 880, Albuquerque Center, roger.
Alright, let's go ahead and look at the weather when we get there. Alright, it's just cloudy. Okay. Yep, just cloudy, nothing else. So that's fine. Alright, we are about 5 nautical miles from the top of descent now. So pretty soon here we will start descending, and you guys will see that from here. So yeah. Alright, once we start descending, we'll go through the descent checklist. Alright, we'll just go ahead and start descent checklist now. Pressurization, landing altitude. Pressurization, landing altitude 1,100. Recall, checked. Auto brake, 2. Landing data, VREF. I don't mess with the VREF and minimums. Honestly, I never learned how to do that, and I never had any problems with that. And the approach briefing will be completed at about 10,000 feet whenever we go through there. Once we get to about 20,000 feet, I'm gonna go to the ATIS, and I'm gonna look for the we're supposed to be descending. Okay, I see why we're not descending. It is not having us descend yet, maybe. Weird. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and click altitude, intervene, and just get us to start descending now. Because we need to start descending. Usually it would just automatically start descending you. I think it's because we had our cruising altitude set at flight level 370 and we descended to flight level 250. So it was because we were lower than we were supposed to be, so it was just waiting until something else or something like that. I don't know. I think that's why we messed it up, but honestly, I don't know. I do not want to. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope to see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow on the descent to shutdown part of this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.